Mallecc is not with the shits as she posted 3 videos addressing the James Charles apology where he talks about everything that happens between him and Evan, basically calling him out. And while Kayla did confirm that she and James were not close friends or anything and mainly were just associates, she also says that as soon as she went public with her relationship with Evan and started posting him on TikTok, the only time her and James would ever really speak after that would be when James would DM her telling her how hot Evan was. Like, James was crushing on her man bad. And then Kayla tells the story about how her friends and Evan went to a birthday party, saw James there, and then Kayla introduces James and Evan. And then Evan went back and told Kayla that James Charles was basically telling him how he was the hottest guy there at the entire bar, at the entire party. And yeah, that's hella weird. Like, he was sending Evan flirty snaps on Instagram and all. Kayla did say that they were communicating on that platform, but there's no telling if those texts are still around because remember, allegedly they were using vanish mode. Fast forward to them breaking up, James Charles does reach out to Kayla asking if her and Evan want to be in a painted video. Remember, these are the same texts James Charles showed in his video where Kayla's talking about how they broke up and how Evan's crazy and abusive. And get this, y'all, according to the ex-boyfriend, after Kayla sent these messages to James Charles, he screenshotted them and sent them over to Evan on Instagram, warning him that Kayla was going to make a 30-part series. They form a friendship after that, and then James Charles flies Evan out allegedly to come stay with him. After posting a snap in what appears to be James Charles's backyard, Kayla does message James about this, who plays it off and says, why would Evan be there even though he was there the whole time? Which is hella shady, because if James wasn't doing anything wrong and was just hanging out with his friend, then why did he lie to Kayla about it? A month after that, Kayla posted her He Doesn't Love You video on YouTube talking about her and Evan's abusive relationship. James Charles still doesn't reach out to Kayla to console her, to talk about anything. In fact, he did not try to talk to Kayla about the Evan situation at all until Coachella weekend after a video was posted exposing that James Charles flew Evan out to California. And then James Charles is like spam texting Kayla, asking can they meet up, trying to explain himself, saying that he was manipulated by Evan, and then Kayla calls bullshit because she told him that Evan was abusive, and instead of believing her, he chose to go form a friendship with him instead. That is crazy. And then based off of how he was moving, Kayla believes that she never would have found out about this if it was not made public. And between this drama and James announcing his side of the story an hour after Kayla won her court case, Kayla just feels that she was screwed over and that none of this would have happened if James Charles just would have believed Kayla, taken her at her word, and not engaged with Evan after she told him that Evan was crazy and abusive. She also highlighted that in the apology video, James Charles showed all the receipts except the DMs that happened between him and Evan on Instagram. Where are those? All I know is that I'm glad Kayla finally got to share her side of the story. Let me know what y'all think about all of this down below.